Abandoned places don't just sit empty, they hold silence, and silence can be unsettling. When a building is left behind, whether because of war, disaster, financial collapse, or something unknown, it freezes in time. Dust settles, paint peels, metal rusts. But sometimes, what remains inside doesn't feel old. It feels recent, as if someone or something has been there long after everyone else left. Urban explorers around the world have entered forgotten hospitals, mansions, schools, factories, and tunnels. Most of the time, they find exactly what you'd expect: broken furniture, collapsed ceilings, graffiti. But sometimes, they find things that make them stop recording. Today, we're diving into the most terrifying discoveries found inside abandoned places. And some of these still don't have explanations.
They told you the story. We tell you the truth. Welcome to Factslix.
In 2013, a group of experienced urban explorers entered an abandoned psychiatric hospital in Eastern Europe. The building had officially closed in the late 1980s. All medical equipment was supposedly removed. Security reports stated the property was fully cleared. Inside, the explorers found long hallways lined with rusted beds, doors hanging loosely from broken hinges, medical charts scattered across the floor. It looked untouched for decades, until they reached the administrative wing. Inside a small office, hidden behind a collapsed bookshelf, they found something strange: a cassette recorder. It was dusty, but not as dusty as everything else. One of them pressed play, at first only static, then a low distorted voice repeating numbers, slowly, over and over. In the background, there were metallic echoes, like someone dragging something across the floor. The tape lasted 6 minutes. No names were spoken, no context, just numbers. When they reported the find, local authorities stated that no recording equipment had been left behind during closure. To this day, nobody knows who recorded it or when. In rural France, a property investor purchased an abandoned mansion that had sat empty for nearly 30 years. Blueprints showed a simple layout: 2 floors, basement, attic, nothing unusual. But during renovations, workers noticed a section of wall that sounded hollow. Behind wooden panels, they discovered a narrow staircase leading downward, not to the basement, but deeper. The staircase led to a small concrete chamber. No windows, no ventilation, no wiring. Inside were 5 wooden chairs, all facing the same direction, facing a blank wall. Candles had melted directly into the concrete floor. Symbols were carved into the wall behind the chairs. Not random scratches, deliberate shapes. Authorities investigated. No cult activity, no criminal records, no documented purpose. The room did not appear on any construction documents. Officially, it does not exist. An abandoned amusement park in Japan has been closed since the early 2000s. Security fences surround it. Power lines were disconnected. Maintenance crews never returned. Years after its closure, explorers entered the park at night. Everything was still. Ferris wheel frozen in place. Roller coasters rusted mid-track. Then they reached the carousel. It was moving, not spinning wildly, just slowly rotating, barely noticeable. There was no wind strong enough to push it, no power connected. The ground was stable, yet the horses moved gently in a circular motion. When the footage was uploaded, engineers suggested structural shift due to uneven metal weight distribution. But the movement lasted several minutes, steady, consistent, almost controlled. Inside an abandoned textile factory in the United States, demolition crews discovered a heavy steel safe embedded in a concrete wall. The factory had shut down in the 1970s. There were no records of valuable storage. After cutting through reinforced steel, they opened it. Inside were hundreds of photographs, each one showing the same hallway inside the factory. Same angle, same lighting, taken repeatedly over what appeared to be months. But the hallway in the photos had no furniture, no workers, no movement, just emptiness. Why document an empty hallway hundreds of times? And why seal it inside a safe? No explanation was ever given. In South America, construction crews working near an abandoned government facility accidentally broke through concrete and discovered a hidden tunnel. The tunnel stretched for dozens of meters. Its walls were covered in repeating symbols. Not graffiti, not vandalism. The symbols were cleanly etched, symmetrical, patterned. Linguists were unable to match the markings to any known language system. Even more unsettling, there were no official records of any underground construction beneath the building. It was never mapped, never filed, never acknowledged.
Thank you for watching this video. Abandoned places may look silent and forgotten, but sometimes they hide stories that were never meant to be discovered. If you enjoy mysterious places, strange discoveries, and unexplained stories, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. Your support really means a lot. Every like and every comment helps this channel grow. Let me know in the comments. Would you explore an abandoned building alone? And remember, not everything that looks empty is truly abandoned. See you in the next video.